What's going on, everybody? Yours truly here, and today I wanted to talk about what EA needs to improve on for NBA Live 19. Now, the game has only been out for about 3 months, but with this video I just wanted to put some awareness out on what exactly they need to improve on. Now, everything I'm about to speak on is things that I feel like they should add into the game or, fix. And if you're watching this video and you feel like there's some stuff I didn't mention that they need to work on, then put a comment about it, just to get the awareness up. But with all that being said, let's finally hop into the topic of this video. With NBA Live 18 being released, in my opinion, it was a major improvement from the last NBA Live, being NBA Live 16. We went from the stiff movement and the action figure-like player models to the smoother gameplay and the more realistic looking player models. And the jump from Live 16 to 18, all in all, it was just a major improvement. That's one thing you have to say about the game. But with that being said, even NBA Live 18 needs its improvements, and that's what I'm about to list off right here. And the things I'm about to list off isn't anything major, it's just things that I feel like EA needs to improve on. Starting with graphics and player models. This is something that EA definitely tries to hit every year, and while they do a good job on improving some player models, it's some other ones that get left out, or as if those players didn't even get a face scan. If they want to deliver an authentic basketball game, it starts off with the players. You don't just want to have the star players on a team look like their real life self while you have other smaller role players who don't actually look like their real life self. And I'm not trying to sound nitpicky or anything, but if you go into any team's roster and you play with the lower overall players, you'll definitely see that they don't actually resemble their real life self. I'm not asking it to be perfect, but you definitely want it to look as close as possible. Now, another thing that EA definitely improves on every year, which was a big jump with NBA Live 18, and I'm sure everybody was waiting for it, gameplay. I can't stress enough just how much they improved on gameplay this year. Like, it was just crazy. The new animations that they added, the fluid movements, but even though that may be the case, it's still a lot of improvements that need to be made gameplay wise. I'm not going to go into too much detail because gameplay topics can go on forever. But the problems that I've been experiencing is big man missing point blank layups, ankle breakers come by too easily, way too easy. One time I went into an online game, all I did was do a step back because that's like an automatic ankle breaker 9 times out of 10. I find that the offense is still stagnant when you have the ball. They don't move around, they just watch you and see what you're gonna do. And I can go on, but I myself also found that I don't really like the shot meter. And here's why. From my experience of playing, one thing I've noticed is that if you don't get a green release, 9 times out of 10, that shot's not going in. If the bar is yellow and you still fill the bar all the way to the top, chances are you're gonna miss the shot. But even still, if you fill up the bar and it's yellow, there is a slight chance that it'll go in, but it's not likely. And that's one thing that I don't like, because with my Rising Star, I have a 94 3-pointer, and the shot meter can be green, but as soon as somebody closes out, it'll automatically go to yellow, and I'm gonna miss the shot, even with a 94 3-pointer. And that's just one thing that I don't really like. But I just feel like they need to fix the shot meter for the next game, improve on it, make it a lot better, and then we'll be good. And moving on to the next thing that they need to improve on, I feel like what EA needs to do and add is more features into the game. The more variety of features that you have in the game, the more people will play it. That's just how it is, because they have more things to experiment with, and they just have more things to do than go to Play Now or The One. For the past set of NBA Live games, from Live 14 all the way up until now with Live 18, they've always had the same features and game modes. They had Play Now, Rising Star, Ultimate Team, and Franchise, and that's pretty much it. With the new addition of WNBA Play Now, which is a nice feature that they added. But with that being said, it's gonna still take a lot more. Some examples of features that need to be added or re-added: create a player, create a team, add a playoffs mode, add a tournament mode, something that'll get people to play the game. You don't just want to release a new game every year with updated graphics and gameplay, some slight adjustments to game modes, and that's it. You want to expand on game modes with new additions as well. And speaking of expanding, one thing that they got to improve on is the One, which was previously known as Rising Star. I like how when you started off, you had Screaming Ace Spit and Max Kellerman, talking about you, the comeback kid, and the comeback that you have to make after that gruesome injury. I like that. My only hope was that it continued even after you were in the NBA. They continued to, talk about you in First Take. I didn't like how it ended after you got to the NBA. That was the one thing that was kind of disappointing. But you can see now that even Live implemented archetypes into their game, and my one thing is that they just need to expand on the upgrading system. I don't want to just upgrade 6 slots and that's it. I'd like to upgrade every individual category, because even you seen with my player that my interior offense was low as well as my perimeter defense, and it's nothing I can really do about that. And I feel another addition that can convince people to buy the game is if they add a story like Madden did with theirs and FIFA. Add a story to NBA Live. It'll be something new and refreshing, and people would definitely buy the game just to see how it pans out. And with all that being said on what they need to improve on with the game, one thing that they definitely got to improve on is commentary. It's too bland. You know, they say the same thing pretty much every game. It's nothing new. It's nothing that'll get you off your seat and make you engaged and make you want to listen to what they'll have to say. I think the bottom line with that is they just have to record more lines. That's pretty much all they can do. But I don't know, maybe the budget's not big enough for commentary, so they don't worry too much about it. But that's a big part of the game if you want to make it authentic, in my opinion. And last but not least, I might as well throw this out there. It's time for a new engine. It's time for NBA Live to finally get the Frostbite engine along with FIFA and Madden. You know, people have been waiting long enough. This is definitely what this game needs, and it's time to make that step. But that's pretty much it for this video. This is what I feel like NBA Live needs to improve on for Live 19, and this is just some stuff that they have to improve on. I find that EA actually does improve on their games every year, and they have nowhere to go but up. The only thing is, it's up to them if they actually want to improve their game to be able to compete with 2K every year in terms of sales and if people actually like the game. But that's going to do it for this video, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like because it really motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. If you didn't enjoy the video, then leave a comment on how I can make it more enjoyable for others. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because just like liking the video, it really motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. Other than that, I'm yours truly, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Bitch, sit down. Nobody wait for me. You're not there for me.